After thorough restoration, 1930s single-cylinder diesel Bernard P3 starts during a vintage machinery event. This 1.2-liter, 6-horsepower engine powered French agricultural machinery. According to 1929 Tracto-Retro.fr instructions, Bernard Motors' early diesel Bernard P3 was built for country use and outlasted newer engines.
Il fait moins de bruit celui-là déjà. Ouais.
The mid-20th century Ruston Hornsby 2HR diesel engine is compact and reliable. It was widely utilized in industrial, agricultural, and marine applications across Europe and beyond because to its strong structure. This 4-cylinder, 4-stroke diesel engine produces 40 to 60 horsepower. Water cooling and a 3-liter displacement provide economical fuel usage and reliable power for heavy-duty operations. The 1969 DEUTZ V12 200 CHEVAUX air-cooled diesel generates 200 horsepower at 1,500 RPM. The 120 mm bore by 140 mm stroke 19-liter V12 was developed for industrial use. It supported heavy machinery across Europe in the late 20th century. Some F12L 714 engines were converted for agricultural tractors in the 1970s. Their tremendous torque at low RPMs proving excellent for plowing rough European soils. An air-powered 1920s Cooper-BESSEMER GAW diesel starts during the 2009 Stumptown event. This 100-plus horsepower diesel oil-field compressor is efficient. It displays early American industrial engineering. Cooper-BESSEMER GAW engines powered the U.S. oil boom, operating non-stop in oil fields and still on display at Stumptown.
Where's the F? Right there.
At Mystic Seaport, 1926 marine diesel Wolverine diesel engine starts for the first time since its boat sank. This 75 horsepower engine propelled the 1906 fishing boat Flora. It joins the museum's vast collection. Mystic Seaport's records show that the Flora's 1926 Wolverine engine replaced a steam engine, indicating the early 20th century marine propulsion change from steam to diesel. Coastal tugboats employed Wolverine engines with low RPM torque to tow big loads in Connecticut bays.
That's a good start.
The Soviet Union's Yaroslavl motor plant introduced the V8 diesel YAMZ-238 in the 1960s. With torque over 883 Newton-meters, this 14.86-liter four-stroke, water-cooled V8 engine delivers 240 to 330 horsepower. For efficiency and reliability under large loads and hard operating situations, it runs at 2,100 RPM. Maz and Ural trucks, T-72 recovery variants, and industrial equipment used YAMZ-238. A 1967 single-cylinder FARYMANN KS diesel starts at a vintage machinery event. This 276 cubic centimeter, 1.8 horsepower stationary diesel-powered small industrial operations. It shows German engineering durability. As stated in antique engine forums, 1960s FARYMANN KS engines were popular in small workplaces and farms across Europe due to their compact size and durability. One of the best examples of early high-compression, cold-start, full diesel engines built in the United States is this 75 horsepower Type Y style V8 engine, which powers electricity-producing apparatus. The German mechanical engineer Rudolf Diesel created the first successful diesel engine in 1897, and it is a descendant of that engine. The 334 kilowatt DEUTZ BF12L 513 12-cylinder V-config diesel starts at an industrial plant. Excavators use this 1970s 19.1-liter turbocharged engine. In remote mining camps, multiple BF12L 513 engines were converted to fixed power, providing reliable electricity. The Mitsubishi S6R2 MTK2 is a 6-cylinder, dual-circuit, turbocharged marine diesel engine with a 29.96-liter displacement that produces 670 kilowatts at 1,500 RPM and IMO Tier 2 compliance. For auxiliary or propulsion purposes, it is perfect. Designed for dependability and ease of maintenance in harsh marine settings, it is small, fuel-efficient, and equipped with integrated safety alarms. M480534-2B, a 450 horsepower synchronous motor, starts at an industrial site following complicated startup preparations. This three-phase electric motor, built for high efficiency, drives heavy machinery. It powers massive oilfield compressors. Oilfield applications required accurate speed control synchronous motors, like the M405342B, which maintained RPM without slip. Similar motors drive wind turbine generators, improving grid stability with their leading power factor.